Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's RC Maxfield here with the Back to 12 podcast. And in today's video, we'll discuss Tyler Shough placing his name in the transfer portal, as well as his message to Red Raider Nation. We'll also look at what Joey McGuire had to say about Tyler Shough and his impact on the Red Raider football program. We'll then transition to the recruiting trail, where Texas Tech landed yet another commitment in the class of 2025. We'll look at the Red Raider class as a whole, where it ranks nationally and within the new Big 12. But before we get into Tyler Shough and that news, as well as the recruiting news, I got to ask you this. Simply like the video if you want to see more of these recruiting videos, right? Or if you just simply like them from the standpoint of, I'm thinking about putting one out every week, maybe 10 days throughout the offseason to keep you in the know, whether that's on the transfer portal side of things or the recruiting trail, whether that's early signees, them getting on campus, whatever it may be. If you want more recruiting videos here pertaining to Texas Tech football, simply let us know by liking the video. All right, let's get into this. Tyler Shough announced that he will be entering the transfer portal, and this one hit a little differently from the standpoint of, it just sucks, man, these injuries and everything, right? Simple and plain. He got unlucky on that front, but let's read what Tyler Shough had to say to Red Raider Nation in a letter that he posted on Instagram as well as Twitter. Then we'll get into Joey McGuire's comments on it. This from Tyler Shough. This is a letter I never planned to write. I have such deep gratitude for West Texas and the entire support this football program has provided. The people of Lubbock and within the athletic department have reignited my love for football, welcomed my family with open arms, and helped me persevere through some of the most difficult times. I do not believe freak injuries are accidents or hindrances, but the lessons God teaches you. I am extremely grateful for the bonds and memories shared and for the fact that I can forever proudly call myself a graduate of Texas Tech University. Though I wish my time here could have been different, I believe everything happens for a reason, that hard work will prevail. It is in my best interest to enter the transfer portal and look for a new opportunity to play a full year and pursue my goal of being an NFL quarterback. Thank you to all the coaches, trainers, strength coaches, equipment managers, and the entire support staff at Texas Tech for everything you have given me. I'm so proud of this team for reaching bowl eligibility and the hard work they continue to pour in each week. I will miss the people and the genuine relationships we have built these past 3 years. Wreck 'em. Joey McGuire also had a comment on this, as you know that Joey McGuire will be officiating Tyler Shough's wedding here next year, actually moving some of fall camp around for it. This is what the head man himself at Texas Tech had to say about Tyler Shough and his announcement into the transfer portal. On behalf of our entire program, we can't thank Tyler Shough enough for his time as a Red Raider. Since his injury earlier this year, Tyler has been fully transparent with me and our staff on his intentions to return to the field. While he won't be doing so as a Red Raider, he has our full support as he enters a new chapter of his playing career. During my time with Tyler, he has proven to be a strong leader in our locker room with an unmatched work ethic and knowledge of the game. Most importantly, he is a graduate of Texas Tech University and will forever be remembered for the numerous wins he helped lead this program to the past 3 seasons. I mean, it's just one of those things, man, where it didn't go his way, right? Let's just call a spade in this regard. It didn't go his way in terms of the injuries, and I know what Tyler said in terms of, hey, I don't believe injuries and freak injuries or anything like that. Believes in God's plan, and that's a great way to go about it. But, man, it just stinks that we didn't get to actually see him live up to some of that potential in terms of a full season that he had coming in, transferring from Oregon. He's one of those guys where he's going to be a big what if, but I'm so excited to see where he ends up later on. I think he's going to have multiple opportunities to be a starter, maybe even at the Power 5 level. It's going to be really interesting to see where Tyler Shough ends up. But I know this. I know Red Raider Nation. I know every Texas Tech football fan. I know anybody that has watched Tyler Shough play in the Scarlet and Black will be rooting for him in his next stop. All right, let's transition to the recruiting trail for Texas Tech, and they landed yet another commitment in the 2025 class in Ramonz Smith from Smithville, Texas, a 6'1", 155-pound athlete. He played quarterback and wide receiver as well as corner On the defensive side, listen, we all know Texas Tech loves those multi-sports athletes, and Smith is definitely that guy. He plays basketball and also runs track and field. He participates in the 4x100, 4x200, and 4x400 relays. Oh, and he's a high and triple jumper as well. Texas Tech was actually the first school to offer him, but it wasn't the first school that he visited. Technically, Baylor was the first school that he visited. Texas Tech offered him, about 4 days before the UCF game. He was on campus for the UCF game, and then, well, he committed the next day after that visit happened. Apparently, Blanchard is the guy that found him. Shocking, I know. And here are his stats as a junior, okay? Passing, again, remember, he was a quarterback, wide receiver, and corner for his team. Pass for just under 750 yards, 5 TDs. Rush for just under 250 yards, 5 TDs. Oh, and he was a receiver as well. And he got 24 passes for 409 yards and 2 TDs. So you got 12 total touchdowns. Oh, by the way, he played on defense as well. And if I'm being honest about it, I do think that that's probably where he ends up, okay? I think that's probably where he ends up for Texas Tech. In the sense that he is a multi-sport athlete. He's 6'1". Texas Tech is trying to get those longer athletes at the corner position, right? Again, 6'1", 155. He's going to have to put on some weight. That's obvious, right? But he's a guy that projects to be a corner at Texas Tech, in my opinion. But he's athletic enough, as you can tell by, again, what is he participating in track? Basically, you name the event, he's got it, right? He's that kind of guy. That's what Texas Tech likes to go after. So it's no shock that the Red Raiders got him. And we'll talk a little bit more about this class right now as you look at where Texas Tech ranks as of November 20th, 2023 for this class of 2025. Got it down there below while I read the recruiting ranks to you. 24/7 has them 34th nationally, 6th in the new Big 12. Rivals has them at 32nd nationally, 4th in the new Big 12. And then On Three is the highest, actually 11 spots higher than Rivals, who was higher than 24/7 at 21st nationally, 3rd in the Big 12. I want to preface this, right? You really only have 1 4-star and a couple of 3-star guys on this recruiting class. But remember Texas Tech and what they do. They are one of the best programs in the country at identifying guys early before they get those stars. Perfect example, Will Hammond. And then he, finished 2nd at the Elite 11? I mean, again, not everybody's going to do that. Let's get that out of the way. But these guys will get better. They will improve in terms of their star ratings, and that will elevate the class higher. And they're just getting started when it comes to 2025, as we all know. But just wanted to let y'all know where they stood right now as of today, just a couple of days before Thanksgiving. Before we get out of here, one more time, simply like the video if you want to see more recruiting videos here on the channel. Maybe once a week, once every 10 days. Just simply let us know by liking the video if you want to see more updates like this, whether that's guys entering the portal for Texas Tech landing guys in the portal, or simply high school recruiting as well. Texas Tech has early signing day coming up here in December, and they're going to be bowling as well. And Micah Hudson, Will Hammond, and others will be signing early right around that bowl time for the Red Raiders. So again, if you want to see more of these kind of videos here on the channel, simply let us know by liking the video. I'm RC Maxfield, reminding you, if you want to join one of the most engaging Texas Tech communities here on YouTube, you know what to do. Simply hit that subscribe button and notification bell to stay in the know on Texas Tech football all year long right here on the Back to 12 podcast channel.